So what you bring now, sir? Share BM. Abeja for Atenase. Ernest Adade, a member of the NPP National Communications Team. So that's not Chris Dugan, and a member of the NDC Amanyoko. And Chebekwa one so akodi any political marketers, any security analyst. Ebedi Kumonia share the AC Barabamisha CFA M3 Ernest Yaokumi. And there's Chris Bokodi.
Welcome.
Main carry Chris Dugan, yeah, because okay, one na any Ernest Yaokumi a bopa. Only Erica J. And they were very close to Ernest Yaokumi. Ernest Bokodi. Senior daddy.
Alright, Adom.
Yeah, the Yamiasi.
You can Ernest now, some boy Ernest no. I generally will Ernest back on so. He na oh yeah. Me so many yeah quite close because every no na me no so a course show until through that now we became quite close until boss so no ama adwene no nyina enam baby until the o kan meeting so adwene nim pick when the best enya si
Chris
Yeah.
Unya na ekon.
I some be ama anope topic na ma hunyina ajuju. Barely a week now I've been thinking over what has happened. Yeah, be more it's like we are still dreaming. But na work can say I mean fan cry see he was a brother and a friend. Ye nyina wonu madwuma ya yeyi ni nyina echi no ene do ya na ewo yentem nuanum enti matima ka se MPP mu madam fofo ya me no pe
okay
NS Yaokumi anana ke obia nim sena me no ntam omo me no ntam siti so as we see, and I was, I was heartbroken. Na mean, Jindi. It taken me 2 good days. A year, me wa na my darling number here. Home in tears here. Me wa na my darling number na here.
So me understand.
Yes. So this is sad. And ne can say Ghana for no yenina before my parliamentarians soon. I say take your health very serious. You see, ama my home say yenina enam yare.
Yeah.
Chrome hano until say over for the hospital. Who say we yare. I also like to appeal to the system that Obinya akoye a member of parliament or your man Japadi can you want some special care for our members of parliament. So that we can screening be no compulsory quarterly in the year. Umpo will have to run a thorough test for you. Every member of parliament. Say be free, say be tearful, or cut your move. I will appeal that policies like important health policies like this should be looked at. Because I am not trying to say MP for no omunkwa no hu hia se no obia nkwa hu hia. But you see obi wo de brebe no oto apart from the loss to the family no a loss kase e mo man even economically say MP to for mo ko si unu be ya adun say o man no be boka as a run another elections.
Sure.
Sika na was say it's kwasi school dan. E de kwasi hospital. yɛde kɔyɛ akwan bi saa sika no isɛ saa kɔra ne elections.
Sure.
So economically the nation is affected. Ɔman no yɛahuru nipa mu yɛsika sam so ɛbɛsa akɔ ateɛ. Look at the hwɛ na ahosia no ɔmo a ɔmo ni da ne so family members are, you know, ɔmo ni da ne so other individuals the loved ones. So this is a big blow to all of us. And a draw war ni particulars.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what day you are and this is a chance video be and I was shocked. A gentleman who is a member of MPP communication team in Ashanti region on Wontimi TV. So what dear grow now this would dear grow crowd. This is not something we should do. Deaf or the one dear grow say I don't know what say MP side be one side be to was say side in will I mean, how can we think this way?
I think it's the end. Saturday na me aka 7 year or Hineba.
Yeah, I was shocked that people can think this way.
It was unfortunate.
Even politics now, who one pie say, BBC na nyakwan na mbo wa manyuko no. Who won't see am fa so be no.
There's some of the things I used to some for so bit me.
Yes.
So I was happy when Hineba catcher said no.
Today.
It been for war.
Yes.
A mediocre. Not even your worst enemy.
Yes, because me no kasi. Nkofo amwa breye ejina mo ama NDC amanyuko in opposition. Obi ti say yewura chama adukoka.
Yeah.
And the lay sampia na NDC wa power omonti ase. Mfaso ben na ewo
Bre no
omo wa nyina. Te wi ase japade nyina na ohuru nkwa. That is the reason why when it comes to death, we don't joke with it. Obi wu na unya kwan. Unse also obe wu a akwanya a unya no ehun fa so ne say.
Yeah.
So I am so sad and let nobody try to politicize death. Yenim say ade a wo po you will die because any na per heaven akọ. Yen wu so I better akọ heaven. But at least the timing and we see I don't think you'll be able to organize yourself for the whole day. You ask yourself, how will these innocent young ones come up? And you know, certain things are better left unsaid. Sranya mi say on fire nyanukra and see na me wajide say that command e be sa share
Gracias. Arare.
Yeah.
Ernest. Yeah. Kumi.
Media me fan tiawa. Machia wo machia me nuana machia tie for ne ahwefo ba bia omo bia. Na utimon say okay nsem bia na waboto. But said ye me sha ase kan ye no. Nipa betumi aye ho den. Nipa ntumi nye ho hwe. Nti se sise ya Bible na de o kan ne se yemfa aseda manyame ade nyina mu. Nti me de metumi aya ne se me kan se irade wo na onim ena waye be ye nua no nanka enyemra se okonie just 40 year old wa bre wa ye party adwuma sa wa wini MP busumi say busumi ensia fa we are in July enti fa ne say parliament sha se ye adwuma de busumi ensia ko ne busumi nkronso busumi nsonso nie nti abane sa nya sa na nko bia pe no nanso yebe fa ne sa na media de betumi aka ne se ye nua no me nua be ya adwene se wo mo a Ghana fo nyina onim se wo ye adwuma bia mu odin ana ede pressure ba wo so ede stress ba wo so a bo modern a se ubebo wankasa wa pomudi hu ban kakra spend sika kakra na fa ye regular checkups ti say oka samba kunso ameneni ya adwene pa ye nia besides Ghana for no ye wo MPs ne nipa bi a mo adwuma no pressure wo mpa media for bi ene adwuma bi eno de na che say wo de wo nya te say obi a ono nam ho keke no wo nso de so ono kohwe ni na pomudi ndia na che say wo a wo so adwuma no pressure wo na say wo double the process no na eno na ebeboa aban ene ye health system no nso no ye be sre aban no ne nkrofo previous just emeretwa mu mu nua baako e wo station baako onya heart attack ye bi enya nyame a anka ye kasa ya nkonka ye hu but because we had a working ambulance system no o see time ohun said the ade ne ye na ba onim ni condition dada nti ade ne share ase say ye na ofa ne phone no friend ni nua say omunim ambulance driver CB nti on friend nti by the time a original ne car na eni nua no so afre nti omuhia na omu doctor ne say omu twen so 1 minute anka de yempe ene ye is morning show host said yeah. And by God's grace, he was saved. Sure. Abine invested more into Nyama Ebeboye, NHISC. Obi wo hono mu a onisika da dan mu anka de we say to no na emoa bi wo ho a ye de beboa no korampo a obefa nanso say yes systems na ye adwuma yi a ebeboa ye nyina nti we num no ye ka no na ye de boy ye nyina ye hu kokko se de aban betumi aye wankasa se onipa de wo betumi aye wo mo a omoboa ema sa ye infrastructure ni niama medical infrastructure mete say ya twa one district one factory mu me mpa eboni say medical infrastructure no aban be pesika na watwa so na aboa nkrofo.
But can we also look at the work schedule of your members of parliament and other appointees? Sometimes we see minister be obeka to say question bedroom office and pabes 7 e be how much one na make coffee
e bi over 25 nyina na omo da so tipo enti omo na
take a second look at because we is a meeting constituency for so
yeah
make e bi
obedru fie kura na nkrofo asa live twen
e bi kwa make parliament kwa no free bar man for bochinku parliament kwa no
yeah
ye beji o aka kana fe wo twen kwa metimi afa so mesote ni person ba so no amani bensu a ene odin die
we pressure no pressure no kura anya nipa na o hia wo no enye no nye ya
ana bia amba no
se kakra na obe pass on
this otrimu odin na
na pressure no wo no na pressure no wo no nti omo nso hunu se de omo be manage niama na ti se de ye kan enye easy sa se na ban wo power na mrantie ne be ba ho se ojaf pekakra to ho na obeka story obeto ananse se ma kire wo mo ene anka one nyame mbua no se o kai se we de mo ma me fa ntwa mu kakra time ha ye nua same ani agrada issue ba wo mo start ball same asem dua mu ni ye NDC bo a o se ye ko ho yeah amamre no wenya anye ena wa ye no baby ena kofa asem no ba enti no tie u kan ye no kore say that pressure no so esu but no managing it is a little difficult to say there u kan ye no wo pa menye enti e ho no omu balance no elsewhere times are omu di transe ni niama no me dey imagine
can we also then look at investing more in our people, making sure say ya won nyina intimi nye pe
exactly
alese nkrofo nya bibi o mo yi a won sabe call man
exactly
it is say ne yire yare ne ba yare ne rent at least because we bibi kakra enti no obeti so obeba MP1 mu a na e bia de kese bia and that remember numbers of request no akofo
no be request no de ne e form kono e be din o so we ba hia ne vote
because the issue say
company go promotion nti de o kan ya in fact the next thing ananka me free health infrastructure no so anka me kono e say ye be improve ye niama e moi say nkrofo ne ye adwuma te say de o kan ya the
basic necessities
or one can bet me a checkup. But let me tell you, checkup be wo hono mo a wo be ye wie no 9,000 Ghana cedis. Wo be kwa ye wo be kan bomu no. And I say, so me ha won say na etare ha na no pay me ko dwa na me yi. Na me ko check up kakra ko ye wo be free ho na 4,000 5,000 bi de na ewu. Ye nuanom say na kura bi nti me tro wa say ye improve ye NHIS no. Na certain diseases bi nanka and cover because channel ye refidie nti a NHIS ba eba Ghana because e man na no mo ko wo ne ato o mpunum ewo kolebu oba wo awie esese okofi enu ka ho na NHIS ba ye wo mo yare a obi konya accident asem we em say ma kan no platform yi so crowd say mranche mi enu nya accident on papa ye kuma say ska for pa na ba ko be ye ko dru ho no mo no ye see cash down enu sa time near friend no ye wo cash and carry emrantie no da ho na nsa omu papa te say emrantie no a ne ma na o hwehwe wo mu no yesi omu akonya akwanhia na omu oji papa no duru ho na omu awu o si sika nie sika na si hoi memfa anya hwe munye me ma no nkwa ma me kola na ewu entania ma no ene occasion NHIS nti say ye hu say no heart attack kum ni papa
non-communicable diseases
no as if ade o hwa be paper no so eya he asem here say ye hwe na ye start investing in those areas because say ya hwe those things that cause ropa diabetes hypertension cause ropa no enye obi na eye adwuma a wo kan ye obi awie school mfie na mfie num still obisa ne ma misika ansana watumi edidi in fact abrantie sorry a chale ba bia nipa be fa odi one of obi se me the one kan one ho antumi nya two or ye 1+1 ne sa antumi nya two sa ne ma no ote ho dwen sa besides even wo mo a omo adwuma na adoso no nti no ye nhwe na niama ye betimi aya aboa ye hu ne ye nuanom no ye momoden ye NHIS de hia me pa because enu no na beboa obi a oni 3,000 oni 4,000 obekwa koye tests bi na ofa at least obenya consultation kra ma ye tu no for say de how ni ntimi nua ye nua na free mu de ye ma obi a ebusua ne obi a ya akọ ha adwen kese pa nanso ono kọ no na de esi no yenso ye de tu ye hufo nkrofo ntwa omo adwuma so na yenko vacation onya 2,000 bia na asumjo na osuko blue kakra na ya nsanwe ne niamai ane red ne niamai yen tu ye nuanom so a ye bi no omo so tu entwa so kakra enu ni nyina holistically no we kakra no ebeboa ye nyina
that's better say LS Adade member of the NPP National Communications Team. Chibako amasa kwa kodi nko baba Chris. Not me call Ablekuma North rerun.
Me ye am say asema Mr. Dene ya ro hunti no mantimantia. Ma mentia NDC for nyina ene omampania Ghana for ayi no. Obaba boy dumapa. Na mentia one of the finest gentlemen appointees of President Mama, the MC of Ghana North municipality, Comrade Akweti Agbo.
Ghana East.
No, Ghana North.
Oh, he's also Agbo. Okay.
Yes.
Ghana East is also Agbo.
Yet minya mesre minyo no mo a omuye district chief executive, municipal chief executive, metro no. Say nyamo half omo wo sa opepa eni suban na adwumaden a menua ne ebono I believe say enche the local assemblies no be ye krabehwe and my brother, my good friend and my comrade adwuma we no Ghana for omoniso the people of Ghana for omoniso. And I believe say would you say kwa I would not be surprised say ubasa ko wenima ka ho rank no ye beko so ama rank aka ho issues about Ablekuma North, the rerun of the 19 polling stations. personally, I started here no me and Yaho and Kwanante way and run a minyaho.
Okay.
I had opportunity to go around and I had about 11 polling stations and man called polling stations in now. Me call rounds within these 11 polling stations and I mean who you know within that time frame no, the place was very peaceful. Anopano, very peaceful. But what happens is that I interact with the NDC polling agents. Now my be almost a 10 out near say. Polling station we know. 10 out no total no. Say no. Yeah, expected. And now do say and looking at the time.
Yeah.
And for our by-elections and rerun, it is always usual. Say you cannot get the turnout.
Yeah.
Like
a high turnout.
Yes. And see, the place was peaceful until later part of the day. Unfortunate incidents this year. And look, Kosi, me, Chris, I am not a hypocrite, and I will never be one. I don't endorse violence, and I will never endorse violence. Until I see in Rano, Yanina Jitum say, that is not what we expect. But Nakurasam say, it should not come from some particular group of people. They should be the last people to condemn this, the MPP. And I've heard the former Vice President Dr. Baumia, the man who lost woefully in the last elections. Onusho edina no ato condemnation no. Owana mebutuwe.
It's a statement.
Yes, this is not about statement. Statement be when they talk in this country, they irritate us. They irritate Ghanaians.
A former vice president.
I am telling you, issues about economy, issues about corruption and violence, some of them, they irritate us. No life is golden than the other.
Dr. Baumia condemn an act.
May say it irritates us. It irritates us. And I will tell you why it irritates us.
Okay.
No life is golden than the other.
Okay.
Was he not here? Was he not the chairman of police council? Individuals, Eshe Kakamo to be mask. Ekwa you as was before. Eko bonko photo pro be my echo be na. Ebo member of parliament asum. What did he do? Was he able to come out openly or vice president of the republic? Did he issue any statement as head of police council? You are a journalist, tell me. If there were any communique coming from his office.
Okay.
This same Alaji was the chairman of police council. When the police went to Techiman and shot citizens, 8 people died at a blow in 2020, about 20. Nipa kwa bonte akoto aba ekira ne right nipa awopenti ye bonetu okuno under the watch of Dr. Baumia. He should stop annoying us. He should stop irritating us. On can anuntum. Na esini enye, but he should be the last person. We are if anything at all. And they are playing Baumia and his people by their game plan.
Game plan, man.
Game plan now, Mudiba Bo Krum Hanine de Boom. Someone AC 2020, I was who will go on it. Because you remember, if people were severely punished, if people were punished, Kenya dia Obibanya could draw say Nemisuma. The hypocrisy in this country is legendary. It's amazing.
And a man found condemn I was west of.
What happened? What did the authority do? Who condemn me? But you didn't have what it is to punish the people. The corporates were they punished. Because now we need to me, no. To deter people from wrongdoing.
So we didn't abide way.
May say these things are happening because of the past precedent. It has just happened. Let us all relax. If anything, this government has demonstrated that it is a responsible government, a government that is there for the people of this country. Ministers of state, the interior minister and defense minister went there to calm nerves and talk to people. But we have a situation. A minister in charge of national security was bold enough to come out and say, "One na isuma mabunu say yanko tutu na pranko from member of parliament, Brian Champo." These are on record. I won't sit here and lie. Because of that, we must mention him, name and shame people. No, neburo di can buy, no, on edit more than buy. MPP should be the last people to condemn this. Me, Chris, I come in Kwa, I don't endorse violence. But there are individuals within the MPP, when they are attacked, when they are beaten, I will endorse it. So they learn a lesson. Kosi, adia medibe yo bia wo se mi se kosi we ya nipa. Moja ewo hu. How okumse? NDC constituency secretary Torik was beaten to the sense that moja si nitimu mani wuye. That's the woman we are talking about. She was just beaten. There was no gunshots. One thing she was beaten. There was no gunshots. We must look into people's face and tell them the truth. Because when it comes to violence in our elections and the atrocities MPP visited on NDCR, I'm emotional. I become emotional. 8 years of terror. Yeah, intimidate here. Who call radio? Yeah, intimidate too. Who kasana ejina bontin to enu krampun kahu. They see feeling gadochi. People were mean. Yaro ya chwani na ine. And what is say ya chobi na? Yeah, they have the gas, the shenanigans to talk of what happened yesterday. What if there were gunshots? Nano and two unya binti wunim. Me can obrepon fie ewa ise. Look, omu kayeshe e fie ho. And later we were forced to enter in his hall for 2 good hours, for Christ's sake.
Namayede.
What do you mean, Pierre?
Namayede omu kan wo.
Say na tam ye wo grounds wo.
Okay, ayo aswe so.
Ayo aswe so go na make am. Okay. Etuo kasa abonten na etie. Abuba ni nam roof no so. When this man was chairman of police council, what did he do? Police what happened? Andra, a police officer slapping, assaulting a journalist, and Nkwano has been interdicted. If people cannot thank the Mahama government, if we cannot salute this government, if this is not the government we want, what do we want? People were shot, lives were taken. Nothing happened. No one has been called to order. Just an assault. Somebody has been interdicted, which I support. And then I will say, not who allow nation records, who give them that opportunity to express their ugly feelings upon all the things they did. I am sometimes emotional to see MPP complaining. Now, yes, Andrew, whom did they think they are? What makes him and his people think that they are more special than myself and any other Ghanaian and NDC? That if it's about them, the world must hear. If people were punished, these things will not continue. This nonsense will not continue.
So you better move it on from here.
That is why we need a responsible government like the Mama government. And then Andra, police need assaulted journalists. In less than 3 hours, he was interdicted. And no police will have the courage to assault a journalist. Now see, and if people are identified, and the young people are identified and good evidence are given, same action will be taken. If you want to follow the behavior the character of MPP, Dr. Bawumia and his people. By election, look, say a case idea muye krumha. Idea muye game plan and mubo ya krumha. Ye case did the same game plan bomwa. By election, be any krumha come back to Mako. And yes, sir, if NDC, but for President Mama and NDC for say a drug guarantee, na case would the MPP for each year. Any by election amba kono ka mu half omu du omu number ku na kom di baba fi.
Nenya kakra da mu show Ablekuma North.
What happened? Did you hear any gunshot?
Okay, to now to don't kwana.
Did you hear any gunshot?
Was the only one to say to be.
Did you hear any blood was any member of parliament assaulted? Brian Champo was man ko for say yanko kumu yan tutu to prank ko for buni yanko MP for yesterday was walking there free. Was walking there free. So if such people have been beaten, like how Kumsin and Co, I am happy. I'm not a hypocrite. So I'm not how Kumsin, Yabuno, Ayamaya. Look, was it Paul, Peter? What would you say? Who was Kayano? You are a Christian, and you should know that.
Okay.
Yes, you say, 50 can to Paul and Peter. What would you say? Who was Kayano?
But as a Christian land.
That tactics, Rambo star, Saka movements are all kutano. Maybe I will say it today and I will say it tomorrow. I don't endorse violence. But if the MPP still want to revisit their behavior in government on us, we will not give them that space.
But as
Baby, we will give them 10 times of that. Why?
No,
it's an election. And a war. We are going to election and a war. Another fantastic aspect. Look, they should just shut up and let us praise the government. Everybody should shut up. Did you see any military yesterday? You will come here to a soldier for the end of a trap, but so and draw soldier. That is democrat. That is a democratic government.
And you be a soldier for maintaining hooliganism the doors.
Then look, soldier for even by our law, soldier for your control bar and your soldier young. Police for internal security. It's no war. We see young Kuntakwa, Abana Kwakoto. Democratically, na ya choose a leader. Why do we need soldiers? Okay,
so we bani about the capability of our police officers in handling elections in this country because you recording it's also workers or bobo biso. Nina police for any of himself comedy anymore to bring sanity. But the way actually I'm quite convinced. Everybody about the SR command.
Rome was not built in a day.
Okay, Ablekuma North.
We are surprised, Chris Kasasa. I sure me pay who opinion.
Say
the okay kind.
Oh, the sentiment ne enema face say have.
Wadaroma. And are you surprised?
Oh, them see near me.
Did you say a tier for ni ahwefo baby omo bia? Okay. Will not be surprised.
And your mama.
And your mama. So mutie Ewura Hana Bisiu.
Okay.
No mutie omo deputy youth organizer Ruth Sedo. No mu utie mitie Sam George. Eya na omo refi. Obia ti say Sam George say they shocking me when he said the refi says is your minister. What position nonku? Chris betumi akasasa. But me pese Ghana for etie yen no. Omo hwe. This is not the first by-election, Yako. Okay. This is not the first Bibi Myanmar SCC. But my mama fatu hu bi na Ghana for enfan dwene nsemi hu. Question is should it continue? And NDC ni bia o kasa bia say o kai ayawaso West Wogon.
Yeah.
I also West Wogon by go and check my videos on YouTube. Now at that day I was on it Ago? Yeah. People we all condemned it. We spoke about the excesses wherever it came from. Obia, I have videos on that very day. Now me nim the SC nukra enyumreno. Now me nim put the details. But we all said violence was not acceptable. Nti Owura Mahama eka asembi and na me pese me kai Chris
Okay.
said niama akoso kane emre twam no ba e de no se obeba ba reset chere say you fan say me reset me phone
We have to reset people before.
me yi niama boni no but the okan ye yikura hwe misrel eya stop eya oka the okan se se eya man crofon cancer that no obi kan asem we bi ma I was upset because onim the man Rwanda the Rwanda we saw the genocide as statements like this he wants to reset somebody ya bo bia tietia no so form so ya reset obi because na adwene ye ne say obi aye bibi na no bi atwa mu nti ya bununku no to reset him. I say Brian a champion say yen corner yen kokum nipa. Did you believe it? Is that what Brian said? Did Brian ever anywhere say munko na munko kum nipa wa was work? I expect you the hosts to stop people like this in their tracks. Stop them. Because the okay or catch MPP ni say who call akwatia pese kan hye ubotom petrio bi kuta baba bi kobo obi trim but that is not what the MPP prepared for in Ayawaso West Wogon. How do you call the place? Ablekuma North. They came there to do their work. Say ye abawe. Say ye caught near winia. It will not add anything to us. Ye luswa. It will not change our numbers significantly. You thought winning it was necessary. But Abba Mukuta 183 were parliament that the Yenipa Mienukra every game. No. And Sebi were free. So for the past 5 months, what in the baby? Why do you go there in the spirit, the anger? Why did you go there in this spirit? That is why you should be explaining to the people of Ghana. And you are embarrassing the president. Because president ne catch and say, "Oh, Bana wa babe resetting ni amaboni I see ye." Inti Ghana for 2 century to Abama. Say Ayawaso West wo gon sibio. Uti ha can say, "Ya resetting ni pano, ya bonunku no." Because Ayawaso West wo gon ye bo minister MP asu. Inti another MP or former MP yenkuno. Why is the NDC thinking like that? Minya under Jerry Rawlings.
Yeah.
Ghana was small hell, mini hell. People were tied and shot. Somebody was killed for 5 Ghana cedis. Then it is called 50,000. And then 5 cedis, the man lost his life. He was tied to a tree and shot for 5 cedis.
Under Rollins.
Under Jerry. Under his revolution. But when President Kufuor came, somebody was on his farm. You call the farm, but ora Kufuor bae no o say ya yankasa ye manfo bone nanso ya de bone tua bone ka enye yie enti o set up a National Reconciliation Commission yempa ye hu chew yemma ye hu kuse kafra na ye ntoaso na ye bu ye man na ye mo man ne ho bai wo ka kire ye sa na wo ka kire Ghana fo na o mkoto abama o say me ba na ma ba be yi Ayawaso West Wogo afiri ho ana me boa anya sa na o mampani current o mampani kan ye wo opposition me ba na sa niama ni nsi biom me ba na ye koba election and tokwansi ho biom why an Pro Max Mr. President why an Pro Max o mampani u boys no ni u girls na an Pro Max. They have embarrassed you, not me. Because who share mine bo. Say Galam say Niama Bonia esino me resetino. And you should be embarrassed talking about reset. Me pesa mikrameti NDC ni I can reset. Because you should be embarrassed. I said President Kufuor has shown it. Even when people were murdered for no reason, no apparent reason. Jaja di na asem akotina fie o wawo oni ne ba wo fie yakochi na akoku na ahye na akotupom. But even in that anger, even in that pain, yet na se kan say mumma yemfa ncha ye hu no man nko nanim. Why are you thinking like this? Minua, hwe Mwacho niyama ni bebre. Na utie NDC for obi abu obi edi obi atem nti emununkuno. So you went to even Ablekuma North, which is supposed to be an MPP, stronghold with this venom. Nyamin pengu ya nyaba election bi wo baby aye mu stronghold dia. Ye bende. It is na wo kan se oman yi enko no. Wabo boni bi. Wadi watem dini bi. The all can cry them promise nature say, what di matem into my fast kind na me dia wall. Why ye ketwa me ye ukese. Enra uhu said your mubu akwara o share batakerin.
The deputy the deputy national organizer of NPP.
Exactly.
Okay, so no NWO TV so
exactly.
Yeah.
Uhu ye. So ye mununkuno because na adwene ye ne say enra no. But check. I just put this thing in my phone. Go check it. The incidents now is in for checking how many happened under the NDC, how many happened under the MPP. Yeah, collect my vote count alliance. Demo keke. Ye boni pa ni trioma ni tuto for my crown free. Let my vote count. Demo a nearby election. Under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. These are the things he promised he was coming to reset. You are talking about somebody who has been interdicted. So do you think if that policeman beat me and the police service didn't even interdict him, I won't sue? Is that what you think? You think everybody will be working just like that? I would have sued the police service. I would have sued the person. Ghana is moving forward. You told us, Nyama Mose Mube ni yeno, ni nyina ye promax. Easy, idea na di Ablekuma North by. Easy say, ya koto aba. Na enya unwanwa say, NDC for the whole election, no, bebia controversy will be our money pink sheet after 2012. Enya unwanwa. And they are not ashamed. Say, uko udi unsapine, eko court to say, ye real. Court to say, de ukutano fabra ni enjina sobua. Owura si edunkestia say, onibi. Ye de calculator share in say, ndiye no kai. Wankaso ya betweni. Enye sa no kai. Enti owura se edun kete aye di calculator ahye wonsem. De wanka Saudi buy no bo. After that, when hwe ya nkyere, onu akogina abontin kwa say onu ankasa ye court ni enkura hwe. Right now, ye ko Ablekuma North, and that one the police should be embarrassed about it. The courts that refuse to grant the injunction should also feel that they are helping the NDC. They are glorifying the NDC to mess up this country.
Oh, how?
Oh, yes. In the NDC for...
There is a court no share substance of the matter.
Which one? What was the substance? What was the substance? Say, court no. Yisi now no share abana so na aba. Aba be ka kire yen nyina wo Ghana ha. Akọ parliament, akọ ka kire the whole parliament. Say aka miensa single tray. Say wo be ma ye prosifo a ye be ye. Nipa police station miensa single nye electoral areas miensa police station miensa na aka na omo ankasa gye atum say no na aka. Kwansi na omo atwa omo ho say aka 19. Na saa asem we wo court na ye de bedan wo no asem mu adanse ani ho na nya asem na abi na aprosifo na ye nya aprosifo ama omo ankogina ho ama ye anhwe police station miensa because court no share aprosifo say munko na munko boy yisi hu ban agana aprosifo ntumi ammo yisi hu ban ama omo ankoleti miensa be aprosifo na wo ene wo prezi wo mo ani mu interior minister no enya nipa abob 19 police stations umbai omo enya nipa amo police station miensa umbai. Are you not embarrassed about it that there is a government in this country that is supervising this and you want us to praise? Please, how money hu samwa said the NDC for person omudi Ghana kwaya omo person omudi Ghana faso na ebebo omutri so nyankopon mani sida mo pentokwa you won't get because the MPP is going to do intellectual work and come back to you or say or can show you so say I mean you are Chris Aka say they are serving people their own peel, so wherever they are going to show where him fan obodi I also West Wogo
ye better to me free baby away
there no they see ye MPP are buying by after the atrocities that happened under AFRC and the PNDC no the MPP government came and said
so how did we move from there ABC baby anyway?
That is where we are now. The question you are asking me is exactly what Chris just told us. We have moved there because there is a president who believes that his roots. But we are offering a revolutionary. Ni jidie no and no catcher of mine no. Say me man penny John Dramani Mahama. Me roots me nchiri. A trio soldier buying our trio a kum or no any man for. Enti mun fansha mutiri mu say me nchiri no. Enya sa no man penny kai. O say ni nchiri. We don't catch a gun of say mamure fi say yen free revolution mu ne ba. That is what they are showing us. That is it. Obi aba oba bebua ni nua ba e wo election mu. Na bro yi ni headings ni. Boni be na maame ni ye. Se wo hu bibia maame ni ye ya, wo betumi aka akira ahwefo. Boni be na maame ni ye. Inti abrantia
maame be ho asem na kan.
Me ka ha wakumsi.
Okay.
Boni be no ye wo ye so ntwiro ni se wo hu bibia na ono ofo aso se emre bi atwa mu. How comes in Peswa so BBC ye? Enti baby a ye be share how comes bia. And
are we telling ourselves?
No, me catch I catch Ghana for say. Omo ba ho no. Na Chris Mrantie no. Na omo nim nipa ye ba be hwe wo.
Nkuta list.
Ya prepare that. List ye share simasi a ye be ye ni say. Ye share simasi a ye be kire ne pepe. Enti na omo nyina mentie NDC ni baako. I haven't heard one. It was only Muntaka na Juno. Na me tie na Muntaka can say we will investigate. Wako tina dem wako bopo aba be execute pona muko boy na wa be gina ho say we will investigate we will do this when wako bopo no interior minister no he didn't have intelligence. Is he telling me so oti hokwa na busumi so wako GP? The leader of our security within the country or ye prosini national security wo military metie defense minister and so omu person omu tell me said none of them had this intelligence. Said there is a list of people ye kwa kire won bibi e wa Ablekuma North. Are they telling me they are that useless? I don't believe it. Menyini sa omu nim say e poor NDC fo abo wo dan mu ni. Na sa obi a onye ndi say NDC fo abo po wo dan mu a nipa no kan kire me die nti a asem ni si ye no NDC fo nyina kasa ye baako esida na wa ma wa ya wa so West Wogon na na me say sa de no munja I can because who kan no a what di owura mahama atem because owura mahama shega na fo bo say me muntu ma me na me ba sa de na nsibio afa de ye the mask hwa nyama wa hu de ma tro wa ha aya wa so West Wogon nyama be na si ye see nkrofo hyehyɛ omo anim e na omo di kodi aside to trust them no ana me boa enti ene si anansi yen kata yenim enko nkrofo fie yen kata yenim ya wo mo ekọ wu ntumi fie ankata o mo anim adenta kumi fie o ankata osofo mi dabia meka osofo ntim fodwo mi nyin ni sa sikan ya ye de dokra bi da ni dem ye kọ ne ho hwe the style a ye de kọ osofo fie na ye kọ abetwani fie a eni anka ye be kọ ne sei say onya sofo na nko ya abetwani dey say oni kura o brantan ana meboa any anka ni fie ye be kon so the point I am making here is niama omu ka kire yen so omu ba be ye nyina no apaska
yentimi mfiri ba bia we
oh mama on eduro no dada yen o mampani a woti so o mampani dada ye friend o mampani kufo ayebi wa friend nipa munyai ebiesi ye nuanom entokwa na esi se ntokwa esi a etreni train kan kura ni se ye jama baby for kofa ye nse ye man no NDC for munyai se hunu ni di MPP ni bia onu so na e wona akoma mu se mensu menya me ye ni bi se wa abu how akumsi I keep saying that woman she doesn't look like obia wa bebu no nti yemfa manyame she doesn't send that signal to me. But there are people ubona ebia na wanhwe ya na onu so abo ni trim ko so obebo obi wa bo maso okay mebo obi daachi nti said ya onu dia hye ni trim a ene o ka se ba bia ye be hia mu bia no I also Westbrook Wogon Bessie because I see in Rana.
Was this a mode bar?
Exactly what he said. And your Kayana, okay. Say, Obia, Yako Ablekuma North, MPP Nibi, MPP ni back one, a bia or show be said, was yes, and you won't say, or Baba Ebasasa. Back crack, catch it with tea for any washer for. Back crack. But once yes, your moon say, yeah, unleash I also was Wogon Pro Max in tea. Well, waka o say Dr. Baumia why police why when NDC for cancer assembly bia me kai wo obu kan tachiman ana wanka
yeah
omu say Akufo-Addo na ku nipa wo tachiman omu dia ye campaign na ene what ha kan say nipa wu wo tachiman owura Mahama badi ade menua owura fi amekai nipa mienu ye kun wo mu wotakwa ya mu kope de ombedi nipa nkron ekun won boase owura Mahama na ekokun won ana o me bisa asojafo na omubo otuo techi man no enya asojafo na bi na ebo otuo oboase owura Mahama na esuma awo mu ana owura Mahama nkasa fa atuo ko ho imanu na menya bi nka nkyere tiefo because if you are implying your friend says if you are implying say our ultimate responsibility Akufo-Addo na edi ade asoja ni akotutuo soja ni akotutuo wo techi man eti Akufo-Addo na ekun no Baumia na ekun no che wo ka sa ade a wada roma o soja fo atutuo wo oboase owura Mahama na ekun wo mo menka sa wo de ka kire me na menka kire tiefo say tiefo Chris is say main country owura John Dramani Mahama say
elections or on
elections. Chris is say main country owura John Dramani Mahama say
chairman of police council.
Asrafo abomutio oboase no owura Mahama na
people died.
Chris is main country. Fine, I will tell the people.
No, beside question.
This is the point I am making. Whether by election or whether nipa na find who na stray bullet kobo. I told you I just look for it. NDC party office krano ya stray bullet and kobo akola onu nam ni be no kobo party and penny for
under your watch
it was under your watch
government
Chris
Atebu no he asked me
a question I am telling you so if
only I inviting you
no, by implication who say Nyama way should be blamed on Baumia and I am saying say who can say I'm serving you your own pill your own logic. Wow logic ne say Baumia te ho na ekum nipa na Baumia nim hu bidia owura Mahama te ho nipa ewu nti owura Mahama na ka say mu nkobru nkofo Ablekuma North entokwa na si ye no owura Mahama na esuma amu ka na omo etiefo ntie but if you believe say on my way as I say you see on mine we have to build a country na say the air cost on nya let's call a spade
but I say
but who can say me enye but nyame na atua omka ukasa mensro ebia na enye obia na etise kwa mi ho obi nso wo ho no a wabọ ne biesie e ka ho na yem areas ni bebre wo ho no a ntokwasi ho bepim ne me gidi say look at how much what it took to bring some sanity to Dagbon. Look at what it is taking to bring sanity to Boku. And then when you are talking,
I am a member
just think before
of the NPP National Communications Team. And Yatere Kano. They swear they were about to be anyway.
Oh, my choir. Say, oh, no, host until my time.
Sorry about to be okay. You'll back on the next one.
Yeah, the next 2 seconds crime to be by
you still worry about that.
Don't worry.
What my mama more time 2 minutes. Yeah, for the next topic, not it.
Yeah.
Or about to be under 1 minute.
Kwesi, and I make the hypocrisy of MPP is legendary. But what can be a demand, but I will let it slide. Because I should think.
No, me say you're doing whom you know. You can't say doing whom you know.
Before you talk. Don't worry.
Twice.
I've not taken it. I'll let it slide.
Because when you say, yeah, may you be. So when you say, oh, you be no, be you be.
Don't worry. Men me say tia me, but me slide. So don't worry about that.
So because I think twice about something.
For example, the question that I wanted to ask before I make quite this one. Yeah. positioning our police service to secure the election.
Yeah, me baho. You see, Nnawotwe. You see, they are fan of doing this. And so you cannot sit here and shift the goalposts. Say a case of more and a particular regime. Yet mean care more krumha under your watch. Unim kak ukai kaka ejura. Ya bu ni mani wi. Aswase ya bu yoma mani wi. Ablekuma Central ya bu nipa mani wi. But we are talking of people being shot dead by the state security during elections under your watch. And when I see no government, oh please, I was here. I was here.
So you entered.
You think I was okay with it? No, so you will come here. Now see in run, no government appointee, no minister of state has come to own up or to endorse what happened.
You didn't listen to Hannah.
We have a national security minister, Brian Champo. Was it what Mrantia Mukodin to try to own a Suma?
That is not what
he said. No, listen. What they say was Uncle Dim.
You challenge the efficacy of the people. He said they are his people.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
I sent them.
But some he never said.
So you
deploy national security.
Look, the fact still remain that one being and we say, Mina Mishman and to trust someone see in Kofa Diboni. And I say, when a small, we say, I send them. What does that mean? And I send some better for NJJ.
Okay.
I would not like us to dwell on that. Okay. Apart from that, me come and out here say, President Mama, even the disaster, you were proud of it. You were not ashamed of being part of the disaster. But I want to tell you today, and you mukasa win a bema or be assassin. Look, whether you people like it or not, the reset agenda
are you still allowing him?
And we will reset you people. You are about reset.
But they will prepare to also meet your reset.
Why? If you don't reset something, we will reset them. We will reset your violence. The MPP violence will be reset.
Look, if that is what you want, you may end up so don't do that. We are resetting. The MPC cannot reset. We are resetting. So stop crying. Rollins, how many people died? I said, Rollins tried.
What they are trying to say, so stop crying. Prepare and stop making noise.
Me say
prepare camera and
don't
stop making noise. We will reset.
Okay, tiasa mo akwa baby efa emra Nnawotwe so on Adom TV. O say tie live also ewo Asempa 94.7 FM. On our social media platform, especially on YouTube, Adom TV. Okwa who videos ni nyina bi honum. Another meaning so US embassy for animal to your mo A2 to curtail number of Ghana for by US and my back here. This is one movie from a 5-year multiple visa to 3-month single entry. To US visa na ayabosomiyasa. Best 7 categories of visas nedia. Ayabosomiyasa. Urem na akobai so sa koje visa foforo. Asa na what me akọ.
Edasia na asa na mesha asia no. Mesre wo etiefo NDC for mo tie Chris anope. Chopper maybe 1 minute per we na mato aso. Chopper na me de mamu say mamu follow this kind of mindset. Emwobia emwaka. Chopper obia ye ubone na wamfa nche na I don't want an extension of Boko in Ghana here.
Okay. Let us yango.
Ebebo aye nyina. You US visa sem na there. And also ya ban kro ya.
Oh how?
Yes. Aban kro ya sem na aban na pao foreign minister says a drum rebia na ni refi says say o ye diplomat first no na I say yeah campaign into ube who say propaganda ni niama na no she. Ni refi say or yes say no or you the number 1 diplomat of this country. Onyo man penny or no na Ghana ni amano ne enkuta hundie no. Ono di kan pa a odi anim. Asem bia obeka bia no ebe affect akola wo yefunu. Anamo bia otu bia no akola wo yefunu mu ayenya wo no ebeka. Nti mesre no. Or he should reset himself first. Mama dear adenti na makansa. De di kan da onya ne ntie se abrantie bi ti ye embassy e wo New York. Na ono de o di dream bi quote and unquote na adwene no no say o di dream bi o ye bibia ensem fata. Anamo otu ye no na adwene mu no anamo otu ye no me de me feeling is say odwene say me too anamo ati MPP appointee ni refi say abrantie ni representing Ghana the moment I we free on my yimu akobe bi no yes ya wa manone a fantini ni hobium na we we are Ghana ni ushia Nigeria ni a na wo hu say we are Ghana ni pe we ni nua nti abrofo no kura hu ye say is from Africa omo de omo adwene say ye nyina ye kuro ba enti ewo embassy ho no for a minute na minister no refi say embassy ho no nye Ghana enti embassy ho MPP ho ni ho na NDC ni ho. And he took an action, a drastic action, a catcher America for no say Ghana for ya for Ghana for nipa bia ye ni ehuni ye ndi no kore ye man kura ye bu na afaso. The next decision the American government is making will not favor you. Because what catcher and say ye embassy na wo New York akromfo na ye ho adwuma. But you could have withdrawn your diplomat immediately, your employee immediately, and taken drastic actions here. That's what a diplomat do. And it's a diplomat. Say, Chris, a diplomat, no, no pay. And there will be actions against him. Or you might be diplomat and come back withdrawn. Because they are come back by mine. It's nyama or ye. Na de ema America for year di omo ye Ghana ni bia onim no America for say yen visa no say ye be ye koje visa on be ma in 3 months ena sa wo ko school a ya wa yama wa bro so aya afi obi ko school mfie 9 ye say ye be ma wa afi owi asan be apply bio owi asan be apply bio who join America for share that omo nim di omo ye Ghana ha ne ye ma America for 5-year visa. Owura kuje to sorry da cross ma twe asan. Bosomi bi ensa bia momra meje.
Oh, twe san na be.
Oh, ya twe asan. Se unimu a ya twe asan.
Sa America for nya 5 years.
Yeah, ma ye jai.
Oh, sir.
Eno na ma I'm telling you America for nfa obi ahun che no.
Na because say ade to ye na nye nkwa na to ye other countries Nigeria mu nyina FAC.
Ye jai emfie num visa no.
So can it also be say Nigeria for so jai emfie num ni tina ye.
Nigeria for go and check online says here. Nigeria for are still getting theirs.
You are getting what?
There are kura or this atabo no air to omo so. And kroni bi wo ho no mo a wo mo ye kan say ye di omu manfo free America. So unza America for ya dey bia omo chichi nkrofo na omo odi omo abanye obi ade e chi no. Wa wo record bi say bia wa bokro no bi da wa ye boni bia ma omo hwe sa nkrofo no na yi omo afri omo kro no. Nti wo mo na ye chichi omo ye chiw na ye hwe nkrata mu bi bia ye kama unya illegal immigrant wo ba ye unya obi aboni ni bibia na ye jawo na wo. Nti eno no wo mo aye de wo mo nkrofo e ko omo krom a wo mo ampene no America minus say me di unipa na bia me hunu say ono say bi wo ye kromfo ana wo di boni bi na ye de ne brew na wo say wo ngina nkrofo nyina mo visa ye twam mo impenifo kra ye mfa ma mo eni niama omo de aye Venezuela ni nkro bi bebre yan de no me say me ne wo ye ya yonkofa bilateral relations.
Okay.
Bilateral relations no de odi ye me no me tie reciprocity nti we your friend reciprocity de o ye ma me no na me nso me ye ma wo man o ye ma won 5-year visa so mo ba ha no ma ye see tinton time ya twe asan America for say okay me so me ma 5 years ni 10 years tinton time e twap America what is America for the nipa bi abaga ha ye see enje wo me nua me bisa what is our repatriate and crop for rejected
because I think the foreign affairs minister cried indicate number of people number of Ghana for Adom ebeba
exactly
yeah
we have been opposed we are negotiating say be I say ni say na a school for ni niama amani omumu
because if it's some individuals be ewomu a
omufa obi amai
yeah for obi amai but yeah tamize ni Ghana for best 100 if I recall very well so what government is doing say a be or after listening to them no I said more fra soup keke
and America for no abrofo no omu so omu ye omu niama omu hihye ni ye kakra say wo ko raise issue nti ye ne omu kasa nti adenti na wa adwene ye say enu nti na ya can say ya TM visa so
okay so I quite remember the last time that the foreign affairs minister engaged the embassy no issue back come raise here say at least omo hwe ne mu se krobia manfo especially student eba America kromu a
omo nsan
omo a enka omo nsan no eni kwa say 15% of the padodo a eba but as we speak Ghana disuafo eba America ebesua de no emu 21% and aka America which goes way beyond about 15% threshold and it looks as if the government of Ghana act now say trying not to take any step against us. Then also pursue to an among ye betimi aboa to sanitize on so economy.
Ma men kan show. There who can incommodate ni no creba. America for ma ye mre a ye mfa nye sa adwuma. Enso e. Emre ni ntwam. Omo ama ye date. I'm say 21st or so. I've forgotten the exact date. But omo ama ye date by that date na ye nye ehun hwe ya.
Yeah.
And no move take action. Yeah, can action or more take it say
who said date so okay the communication was the process leading to the final date no.
And American say
and for now they should say how is Ghana government no bet me akotwe Ghana for pim yeah for example okay the end of 2024 students American embassy more visa about 25,000 out of the 61,000 I applied for student visa. Out of the 25,000, America for Ebu Kunta in 2024. Na emu 9,000 per and the school musuya there. The rest you know much na kwai.
And na make say e no mo de mimine o ye Ghana for. Yan ye ti ase pa ye nim de ya na ekoso. Yan de ye ti ase. And na me de me it may sound controversial.
Okay.
But me say ani ama no me fo aso chen bibia. Na say omo so na omo be ye nkrofo omo be sisa omo e ko di omo ko ye nkrutu adwuma omo di si omo kuro no. Afa kuro na ye yie na ye be pa bi adi a o se wo mpene. Me nka say obi mfa kwan bone so nko. Na enso say ukoduru ho no na onya bibia wo be ye na wo so wa repatriate sika kakra abagana ha. Yanso yamfa so ayebenya e won kutu adwuma
so kwade o kan so kwa no credit so o by close of 2024 your remittances ebro your FBI
I am telling you enti no eye no kra me enu de mefo aso pa se kwan papa bi wo ho no mo a nipa betumi dia akoye adwuma na wa mane ni nua bi kakra wa ha na dollar kakra ba o mai mo akebe but the truth about this our man can say
anything
the decisions the foreign affairs ministry na ye no e bi ka ho na we esi with immediate effect omo di nkomo meaning say honorable kuje to alcohol omo ni embassy na di nkomo but sa nkomo no niama ya omo eni anje ho no yes twin sign na ibaya ma obi adwene say Ghana for ya kromfo that mistake he made eya baby anke ebe yi na district because we go mampani ni o man ni nyina ni mu ase kromfo ba akunti say o si Ghana for na ya kromfo
Chris US embassy
is Kwesi Oshe the cheap and substandard of MPP politics amuya no krum ha eya sefin
ndisi for
hwe
e kanu krekere mu an
krobia o man bia no ewo ne immigration policies awoye eyemi de say why adwuma e was a journalist on his seat hosting people to do. Who straighten no exposing no. Was that here and was you? Nini na fra ben kroya. No started on about kuja trouble akwa. SAS campaign. And I say, look, if we don't reset these people, we cannot get a serene environment for people to understand politics.
Explain. So which one is the campaign? So Oyo minister name I know.
Say yeah. Say
what is power?
You have to stop.
No, I said which one is the campaign? I want to
so
let me explain.
MPP ni kasana one fa Ablekuma and memo attack na one kasa. He's a foreign minister.
Say dia una here foreign minister.
Who sat here we say Abenkro ya Samuel Okudia to Ablekuma foreign minister decisions are what take here. Enema we nyina no eba enema Americans take his decision we. For Christ's sake, eduma pa we ya Ghana for bebo abeso enyem nkuni say wo bisa ne say nya Ghana nko a. In any case, Ablekuma and foreign minister for Nigeria. You see, when you are clouded, please keep won't go on to mass, won't respect Ghana for one.
Okay.
Who opposition? Stop it. See, when your mind is clouded with politics, you do everything politics. They have released a document giving reasons why. Or mu take a decision or mu take Ghana for especially school for or mu see students kwa or mu ma. Yanka politicians impo, yanka businessmen. These are some of the reasons. And what has these reasons got to do with the minister? Yakas campaign or being tiasin. What has these reasons got to do with minister decision? When a corrupt former government appointee behave or demonstrate a corrupt act, now minister need taken on for the sake of accountability. We say you should call the fellow on. Is that your understanding of accountability?
So you embarrass all of us.
What reset you more? You see, that's why I say, look, you big guys need to be reset, and we will reset you in this country. We will reset you people. Okay? If you don't reset the system, if you don't reset the people in the system, you cannot reset the system itself. There is no good policy at President Mam and the NDC. De Baba. These desperate opposition members will not twist it and mislead the public if you don't reset them. If you don't reset the mindset of the driver, you cannot reset the car.
Rollins tried it, he couldn't do anything. He became worse.
No matter what the condition of the car, if the driver is a bad driver, cannot concentrate, he will definitely drive the car into gutter. So it is always prudent. The human being is reset. We make system na e kanu kwesi woni baja atum say eyeye na control system no eyeye nipa no na control system. We cannot have sanity in any system without human beings. America for kroya ekwe, why is it that people want to go there? Onu kra so obi nya aduma na obeye na dollar mbra kakra. It is the behavior of the people there, the discipline there. Institutions are working, rule of law is working. It is human being. Emrana ayekana, enye say emrani nya nipa ayekasa. Eno akasa ye say we are there. Emrani say mimi emra machiwu. Eye nipa. That is what we are doing. We want to do in this country, and we started that we will reset the mindset of the Ghanaian people, especially the MPP. What has this got to do with minister? In any case, American is a state on its own. And they have their sovereign policies, sovereign immigration policies. And one movie say, "O man we know, we school for bar, peko." So these are measures we put in place. All best school 4 years, sir. Be I just say I do, and I'm there. But I must explain for people to understand what they simply mean. They are not saying say Ghana ni we are Ghana ni na unya admission won't be in school America. That is not the issue. Very soon, if you don't sanitize the ground and don't reset them, they will go and tell Ghanaians saying there won't be in school America. Ubako 4 years, sir. 1 year visa expire over renew. The stress people will go through, that is not what we all want. But we are saying that these are their reasons that they've given. Let us allow, we have a bilateral engagement. We have bilateral engagement between America. The authorities, led by the foreign affairs minister and the executives, will engage the American system. Now, Jojo Ahun said, if something can be done about that. But for anybody to sit at the back of fence to create impression, say a minister decision, it's a fallacy.
Okay. So, Mami, ready way from...
It is a fallacy for you to sit here and say, Obia Bokro, no.
Chris, wait for
yet you know, Nasuntino, and Americans, you tell Americans about your corruption.
From BBC News. U.S. cuts visa validity for applicants from 4 African countries. On published 9 July 2025. The United States has announced sweeping changes to 8 non-immigrant visa policy for Cameroon, Ethiopia, Ghana, and Nigeria, cutting the duration and conditions under which most travelers from those countries can enter. The U.S. Department of State says nearly all non-immigrant and non-diplomatic visas issued to citizens of the 4 countries will now be single entry and valid for only 3 months. It says this is part of a global reciprocity realignment, a sharp shift from previous visa terms, which often allowed for multiple entries over 2 years or more. Nigeria has denied reports that it only offers single entry year visas for 3 months to U.S. citizens. Presidential spokesperson Bayo Onami said on Thursday that Nigeria continues to offer 5-year multiple entry visas to U.S. nationals. We want to reiterate that the U.S. government claim of reciprocity as the reason for its current visa policy towards Nigeria does not accurately reflect the actual situation, he said. Likewise, U.S. citizens can get visas for up to a year in Cameroon and 90 days in Ethiopia. The authorities in those countries have not yet commented, but a statement from Ghana's government said the West African nation has issued more than 28,500 multiple entry visas to U.S. citizens this year. The authorities said they hope for an early resolution to the issue and expressed firm solidarity with all Ghanaians who have been inconvenienced. The Nigerian government also expressed its concern, describing the move as disproportionate and calling for reconsideration. It added that the restriction could hamper cultural and educational exchange that have long been a foundation of U.S.-Nigeria relations. BBC.com.
So what has it got to do with the decision matter? Height of a fallacy. What you've read, what has it got to do with minister's decision to apprehend your corrupt official?
Okay, so my minister said...
What has it got to do with that?
Okay.
What can say, oh, when a black one a decision I take say American for the and almost baby. Nigerians are just spoken.
So what's Ghana's
that the policy, if you are saying that it is the foreign minister, the policy what taking unpopular policies in affect Ghana, have they also these other countries, Cameroon, Nigeria, and the rest, Ethiopia, have they taken the same policies? It is obviously no. It is not the same policy. The Americans' reasons for all other countries are affected mono is one reason or mama. Say yabako na nkofo the empese on beba.
Baoshe specific.
And Ghana dear no.
Specifically these 4 African countries now. They are talking about reciprocity.
Yes.
Reciprocity.
Now, me want there Ghana for Ghana. Yeah. Obakasi decision no.
Okay.
Reciprocal. Okay. Tell me one single decision.
Okay. To
policy.
It was
black issue. I will say we know reciprocal.
Tell me. Or say. Say be Ghana for abosu emiensa. Urem na akoba or so sabeje visa. Or see we ye ne ye bi odi etwia ka.
And I me say then na ye. Me bisa o. Twina Menuka, then
So if you didn't know, don't say I was lying.
On one,
You
can say
didn't know.
Ghana for school
He's
for
in power.
Ghana for school for qua Mumma. So for you to sit here and say, Ghana diplomat,
on the side, we can't.
no, what take a and you can say a man for your name is shame exposing. Because you endorse corruption and you don't take a decision now. It's a fallacy for you to say that.
Maybe activated for like 1 minute to be now. Oh, we are crazy.
That's why Wakasa.
That's what's Wakasa.
On this matter.
That will never
So make us say it's because of reciprocity. Or say me buana me chantro. Cut on patch on party for Johnny and Twash.
Say,
oh, say me boss because of reciprocity.
Me say who was and
I get two reasons. One is reciprocity. The number two is that Oman Penny appointee now America for dream be say. Yeah. Reciprocity no no ntiasia. On power. But Miriam, niama bebrebe
0302211702
host na kind.
Yeah, representing your corrupt official.
No.
Obia.
Oh, dear, Obi
Hello, good morning. Actions against where in the statement? And the
if I have the full American way,
no, I'm where in the statement.
So we can read it, but we don't have the time. 31 countries.
A BBC story.
So it is BBC, but it's from the Americans. These are the 31 countries. Angola, Benin, Burkina Faso, Burundi, Cape Verde, Cameroon, Chad, Congo, Brazzaville, Congo DR, Cote d'Ivoire, Equatorial. These are African countries. We say it is because of reciprocity. And you said I'm lying. I don't know what kind of for. Say because of reciprocity.
Hello, good morning.
Expose corrupt officials.
Good morning.
Good morning. Patch one na free.
Abu sekendi, me from sekendi.
Abu patch you.
Ane pay mamichi or papa mamichi anke to be kwachi bibe will be an on a regional minister, no an regional chairman Bolu no ne Nnawotwe bibe be a yamana shanka. Here, me papa mama Adom, where you ma be a o 5 years you want papa special sembosu. We talk out for about where you are multimedia.
Okay.
Now, my papa mama before today. Among when I have no Ghana Harano. Said you on ya among with Antana and Adom not bound no bay no chain. What they cover by other to the dollar on number 17 and then Yamiadum Delawaba almost 10 cities, you know.
Okay.
That's achievement, you know. Near here. Now, Morocco can afford work at the Americano. On from Bragana. Little mountain, your propaganda. 30 billion euro bona or Jana. You want to know what I
Ignito, good morning.
Akwana is still in campaign mode.
Ignito, good morning.
Come home.
Good morning, Benikaja. If you are here.
Pastor Walker, Yentio.
But I say, we prefer watching to Parliament. I mean, I've been here on about Mayor, Kumasi Mayor, Kinzuba, Janapa, Panamo Camelo Asqua. The penny in the question say, I dear, of course, I will Ablekuma North, in fact. Okay. And yeah, dear, a year in the car. So now you better yes, let it be better because by lesson for us, I Aquitiano. You better Nicholas had the way possible. Now, yes, you knew about how I couldn't so. And it was all who saw your bar. So far as the way of politicians and just say, be a BB, and I wouldn't remember bit my face. Which is any statements are all my say, or I don't know more, almost, I don't know, almost free walk, or you ready so bad face woman. Almost way about. Where is all the same? I know what the kind of pepper spray. Nipper about where there was a one of about because we are mammy, don't know what you know.
Moro, good morning. Moro, good morning.
Good morning.
Moro, Patriot, you.
Me pacho Adom TV ni.
Me pacho
yo. Pacho me koma semso no. Me branch Kumase Konma Franco.
Okay.
executive. Na meka free time district. Na abana amoto ya no de peace. The ntia me say peace no. MPP ne NDC. Papa bia ni entam ye nyina enuafo. Na ye nyina enuafo na America no. Mo kai fe. Ye to abano wo ayewa so ntokwa si ho. How akumsin. Nema bi fi elempaso aso. Amanka enko yie. Eti niema na omode ye no ho no no. Kan ense omo mfa nye ne se obi funku a obi fun nwa.
Okay.
But niema wo ye no eye awon hie na nipa de ye ta niema no.
Mate.
Eti me de meka say ye nyina enuafo nti mo maye ndodo ye ho na say apato onye ntopa.
Henry, good morning. Henry, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Henry, but you're free.
But very ododo.
Yeah, Tio Henry.
Yeah, good morning. We very ododo.
Yeah, Tio.
Ododo.
Yeah, Tio.
Aha. But NDC guy not here no. Catch any say money tia say. Politics na here no. Un snap power forever. So kata na kasa o kan wo no. Kata o kan wo no. On kan say pass sa. Yeah, ni ta money kasa because who video ni clear. Say adia omu back ni yenye. Obi jina na be bi ba ne su. On jina na mbabu no. Ana mu kun.
Hello, good morning. Okay. We himself will be able to call.
We see, me did my son baby.
Okay.
Me, I say it every day. Me say,
we said a part of
endorsing violence.
We see,
I will never endorse violence. But, and I still stand by my own position. Say, Nene bro di kan buy on the did more than buy.
Tienko so.
I deal with a baby. Individuals who are known to always be behind these kind of actions. I told that they should reset their minds, and we have to reset them. You're resetting for never we and stop. Me too. Who name me bank cramp no according to trust someone. Me my own baby.
Okay. Because we Baba coming.
Who the Baba coming? Under no circumstances said nipa obia nipa sa to abama. Now what me you who say obia kodi boni. Obi kodi boni cramp because you to that be a offer say nkofo ba say okra wonim no. Yeah. Boni ni say wonim mo. You need not even own up say me na masoma.
So Chris, so reset na kan wasam ye for NPP reset and as a Ghana for nyina reset.
You better reset individuals are. We are individual, not you behave like our so individual be we are NDC minister MP. Now what me influence my bru constituency secretary of a political party man man there. We have to reset your mind. If you are an NDC minister,
what does it mean?
Now
allowing him to say
if any minister,
okay, like a minister under your mama,
and your mama to me by out there, branching on publicly, Mina Masumo,
some quite sad,
so Omunko, so Munko, you Mina Masumo, you own up that one a Wasumo. Well, I then also mamma, and yet then a Wusumam, and I wouldn't responsible for what.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I'm Pacho, didn't be afraid free.
If I don't
Chris, Madasi. Pacho, it's you.
If I don't meet Mr. Tufo, because every boy say,
okay, 248.
If I don't meet him, program on pa. Now, I send the PM free in and this in Hana, Hamaka. Okay, you per se, you saw Niamana, you reset and said, Yana Okana. And now, where do you say? Media means so far, Niaman to name 10 people name Quadia or ye Bibia, when you say, no. Now, I can't say I had one day now, you possess some Diba. Let the HM be a young KB, and your cost yes, we are mayor, we are mayor, or my own grand name was my Jambo, and white.
May I say hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, I'm Pacho, didn't be afraid free.
Why didn't you mention your parent?
Papacho,
and what did you say? Medasi. What was Chris. Electoral virus F1 na ye kan bia Chris ayawa so wo go e ho asema ne yeka ase honum na electoral virus that is free menu empacho okai etiwaje si honum Rabasi okai etiwaje si ho okai agbogboshi ni si wo ho yetwa MPP4 ni twa MPP4 that na friends ayawa so na by election na nye de embaye ebisi ye no dey region da ono sa ye national security ni okutu papa etu fe di pem that na ya wa nya embaye enti Chris ya ono every do ja ye apono wa se ya de abalo ene ono no ye de ka friends election balance wa se ma ono no refer to us ayawa Chris the militants on our side and omo say the militants on our side no yen san famra before
sorry me patch up it been to and also February say I want to believe that your country was not on it.
As a male by father for all. Thinking says I never win now. What can we do?
I am going to.
Okay, fetch him. I'm forgotten. Say, me mama wrap up. Mr. I'm forgotten. I'm wrap up. Yeah. Got a good one. No, I'm doing.
Yeah. Good morning.
God appreciate you.
Make us a free teshi.
Yeah, too.
Pacho, Nana Puntine and Pekali Kakra.
Okay.
You know, Adeba may have thanka because Anna Custino and Nora won't say, we are Penia, and say, and Yama a happy war, who concentrate, a bad chamber, no, I can't say, I bet my mouth for Alpha. Adi huya kakra enti enwa na oba ho nanka be champom nyina ba ho ebe kasa yi a obi antini an kan anya hwe but ono wo finiti ba nanka sankasa kura no na timpo a won na adwin boni a na wa hyew tinti no wa fa pepper spray ase ne butum edi ba enti e pre na nkofo no ba ne so na police fo no kra yin won se pepper spray no spray ye no eno krampo kra ma bufo ba mo so entino na eya dia na afi na police poni bia na enye.
Okay.
Enti eno no mpanyifo no e na mo hwe mo se bia so mo ba bi anu na tension wo ho mpanyifo nyina ba o se no onya no kwanye pipini a oba apanya oba ho so obi anta ka obi a enti me hu se ono so ni action na ono di ba no enu na ma e kosuma microphone so e pu ba ni so
okay let us say Grace. Now, I'm reading this message. Now, in fact, Ghana is a peaceful country. So let's maintain peace and love in our dear country, Ghana, and stop fighting among ourselves. MPP and NDC, thank you. And greetings to KMA Mayor Kenny Zuba, way free, 2 p.m. war from Asante, Mampo.
President Mandela, you didn't to a fiancé 28 years.
Okay.
Oba obe bo obi tu, obe ma ye kumpo bronibi. Number 2. MPP for now or yeah campaign. Now we had our own form of security arrangement. Almost say an invisible force and then Emma Akufo-Addo at the core parliament. Emma Akufo-Addo signing bra. Say yen disband this microphone nyina. One more can say yen disband na Akufo-Addo and making sure say ordinance sasha krata say yen disband no. And now mo na mo siesie omo ho a ye ba be resetting crofo adwene ene omosutro or the sutro resetting crofo.
Pa really good morning.
The to aso me
hello good morning.
Brian Champ.
Wait pa good morning.
How was it?
Pa
the batch okay me mayor by me 2 p.m.
Oh 2 p.m.
Asante Mampo.
Meet you.
Kwesi mama mo abaso na menchia Honorable King Zuba. Bibi obi a one NDC regional chairman na kwesi. Na akwasi nyame wonhyirawo hwe mesre ye my Ghana wo be on e asomdwe man on Ghana e asomdwe man Ghana is a peaceful country hwe ye mesre ntokwa sem you timi wakame
Shemi, how a kumsing, or no, how or ya no kumu no thing. You better have pepper spray no kumiano. What? And this will go me by what the pepper spray you call. Yeah, but here come a by election. A ya soon Jim. It will go on. Man said, a Jim Ben and net tied chira. What did pepper spray? I the air call. Now we let the normal corner. So what did he pepper spray? No, and I'm up on the video. That was so free China. But
Roxy, good morning. Roxy, good morning. Hello, Roxy.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Roxy, about you.
Ayo, Minia, Mr. Yeah, shed this you and Raya, Yena, ya condemn ya.
Okay.
Officials are bawi. Obiani who has said the Okotonansa. Yamame how Kumsi, so a deep bonny pair crowd, Okwa one Cotonansa. And a Sa crowd in a charge of calls. So, as somewhere here can I say, there groups now, no, we share helmet in whatever now normal call. Not bonny band will be into a Mokwataka. They had that. How do you call it? They had that agenda in mind. Say, as soon as you buy a better tackle, you better put your bitch, your baby thing. And two things, yeah, the car and I saw they were searching for people from police station to police station. The maybe or 2 year or customer NBC. We had the name Mr. Video or Cassia. A day and I'm talking also not in Ghana, no, a switcher. So, yeah, the sense to be with you or many more. Now, Ghana higher way, that's to be your business. Apart from telling you for the bag Ghana hand, there be no man who say at what about young woman, young to be tired, then saying, now we also a certain group of people.
Nnawotwe, good morning. Nnawotwe.
Going here.
Boko there.
Can I see when you may assume and come more
and council?
I'm back to like you will punch me. Anyway, Mamintia Abagafo. Na incoming na sa chama de kese Jombodu honorable this how kumsina ya polo no wa ba human organizer that's good to see meeting na me ke basi kuni bibi adio di shaba de bus ama mania chi ni kwanne na di senior trefe Ghana for that so MPP of all intimidation I mean this back and back it makes Ghana for not MPP for Yenye kabom na Ghana for unamfuye. Uhinyema eko no ba besege putunu Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Ghana konya kase doctor ube transudi. Na je mese doctor also bra bonte because mo ha doctor Jawadu ulma kase msuche mfeni pa. Msulu ne feni pa. Mfenya minti ni awote wo. Ye ko so nje ye. Ghana ye ba ko pe. Ukontile ma wo je minti na ni ya. Kosi ebe yi wati.
Nnawotwe medase.
Let me say, my bizarre question about Mandela. One bekun obia. Okay. MPP for mo share kite NDC for na kan say obia disbanding vigilante. What him say nra? What kai say news item by na emrante bi omo ahye brown omo ahye omo ye chi wom gate na no pam wom. We no mo ye evidence na NDC for na prepare CSC.
No me NDC.
Oh now which people wear the brown? When him say national security group B and a share brown. They are told some yens, or catch and say, yeah, we should build the Ghana we want. Ghana now open and say, Ombra, no be see me sutro, maybe son say, oh, I then now see me sutro, or say, Nanubi, obisi sutro. Yakov Pem, Brantia, or Mabo, Abo gate nano. Na say, Brantia, you call how I come in swa. Mammy can't tell one way anymore. Obia, am I in Obia Namono? Okura ne pepper spray on the bag so be attack oh na say me man ye gidi say yet me defend here ho be man de o ma kakra bi na obehu say o nam krom a pepper spray ni bag mu o kai girl bi video bi ye echo viral na girl bi see free uba mu na microphone attack no there na o di defend ye pepper spray obia yusu bi be no kra ni say o say brand e champion say osuma amrante say o mu nkobu microphone wo wa ya waso me catch you say correct no Enra, police ni bi ko boss utro. Me pacho Adaroma, IGP ni John Mahama Nesmano.
Did they own up?
Oh, maybe
the same media
the
house.
question here is
multimedia,
that when a policeman is going out, when national security is going out, do you think they go on their own?
So, okay,
they were not necessarily
deploy woman.
The guys were not necessarily security.
They were not.
Chris. They were imposters.
So the point I am making here is say, Chris. So all the uniformed people are called uncle muko dia to trust them na ya sign wo mu. Na fe mu afra mu moto fo aba. No mo abedi boni. Instead say obetena ha na waka tietefo ni nyina wo mo callers ni nyina said o mu kasa e. NDC fo wo. MPP fo wo. Obi ani honu mu a ope of my way say be ko na chi.
Tofik de wani abuse wani anipa.
Nanso wa betena ha na wo ka say obi a ya born so 10 years ago.
Who can add one kind of Chris.
Say ya meti hey. Wa ka tre wo hwe. Dia kan ko si am say
platform. So man Ghana for your margin that obi an talk about
MPP for emfansu anyansa. Musu na mu wo mu mranti o mu bo mu hu ban. Omo ahye mu say mu disband wo mu. Say ya me ka tre me say vigilantism is against my Ghana amamra. And a new Ramahama can't trend and say, Hello,
good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, boss.
Yes, sir. Chris, Adade, Hello, good morning, sir. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, boss.
Yes, I'm patrolling by free. Chris,
but your mic on a cafe to whom?
Okay, match with you.
Me that say. Me ba cho MPP man no. Me MPP ni pa wo sumhom ha. By honorable how akunse. Enema bi wo ha, obi enu a osuma ne say onkoye ye sa nema no. Ye be sere.
Osuma no so onkoye de.
Aya sumpie. Wo na MPP amo NDC fo ne na mo. Okoye ho akakabe se na meka no. Me ye ayi wo sumhom ha MPP ni pa. Ba me condemn de ma me ne ye no. Ma me no ase wa me man na batiri so ye ntimi nka na asem. Ewo sebio ye MPP mo no. Ye ntimi nka na asem.
Teme ba say enu nye justification for an assault.
Babinia, and no, I mean, I'm for no much men to be on call, when you buy a some you be a one way.
And so the fact say ya moving just say ya mobi. Ya bobi. A condemnable. Ye in a movie on full way between me.
Patch or the pepper spray there or point or ye, dear mamma, no, I can
but I say, Yami and Shroud. Hello, can I good morning? Can I? No, you are attacking a Medas. Can I want to do? Yeah, can I patriot you to kill her? Can I hear you? No, Mr. Adade, assassin. Adade, yeah.
And what? And not be a bad MPP NDC for mine so almost and to almost Roma could be a trust and normally because no mine and no more behind your people or mine and young people oh and Canada. We let him say, listen, and some people and some a party or moving a gun. You have to do almost. I
saw the foot to a quite ready. I be one as a cancer. President Mills by saying your queen as a bar. Every casarmo a yemestremo. Yes, a year saying you never condemn near course name Trey. And it was so unfortunate to say a scene, sir. But whatever position we will be in, we need to come to a point where we can say to ourselves, say, enough is enough.
Exactly.
John, good morning.
Good morning, Minia.
John Patrick, you.
Yo, I think we can pass a mechanic. Yen Okatama NDC. The Pashanka, or child the Copotia. Yen Yamame, how comes it? Or yeah. And you took the Emma on also got paper is green. And before Moka saying, oh, dear, say, Yamame, how could the action to Tiba and start the corner so I would die and that is but my main cousin and this one say, Papa or two or Catana, all hands and the crazy, oh, my yet, on my mum. O man no your body. I dey do o ya no busa. Ya pese e catch o mo say, "Ke to trust no bo so mo introduce so na amenwu mu no." Yeah, finish na finish kina. O say na o ya no. No man your body o. Yeah, catch some pain. Tell mu fun o do obudi to
yeah, Patrick, you this mommy. Hey, na some ba na so bi akuta. Ko you see
and both ends.
Yanti enwa say. Say a politician in Yanti Bibia say the public are losing interest in a kind of democracy we are running.
The kind of Ghana they are building. They say we should build the Ghana we want.
The
kind of Ghana you are building
are losing interest in a kind of democracy we are running. If say you are control and it might get out of hand.
Relax.
But see, we need to come to a point where we can say to ourselves, say, enough is enough. I don't know say.
Yes, yeah, that's
I go for a
but to the free.
Also be for the future.
President Mills by year father for all Krumha.
Obia for the future.
Because of their
you don't want to be father for you want to be kill their people. That is what you want. You want that
when it comes to violence, I don't even want to.
Oh, you have endorsed this I don't endorse violence. And then he is preaching violence.
As if we are not men.
He's preaching violence on your show. Then he says, I don't endorse violence. Then we will reset them. We will beat them. You will show them Pepe. And you are saying, I don't endorse violence.
NDC for power.
Go and show Pepe.
I support the man.
You told Akufo-Addo to disband everything, he signed the law and disbanded all vigilante.
Yeah, to us to be better.
He disbanded.
We did the questions here. Yankopo ya adman now to send them. Kojo Brace and Ubesi. No. David. Chris.
And you want to beat them. And you don't support violence. And I will kill them. You will meet your meter.
You don't mean it. But Obi a wash.
No, he means it.
But you
Adom TV, 4.7 FM. Background.